Start recording. Okay, guys. So the sad thing is, I just did a video, but you could see my email address. And I know no one of you would ever be spamming me, but there will be people who will do this. But so, however, so let's start again. So I just installed Thunderbird. Here it is. I can't fire it up now because it's installed, but it's password protected. You can still see the email, you can see some things, but it cannot read encrypted emails because they're all PGP. My emails, which I send and receive usual. And just a quick one. So in the last video, I did not know how to make that happen, that you can see these windows on every workspace. So the key is, I was looking like at XFCE, but it wasn't working. So you go to the three dots here, right click, preference, terrain, show windows from all workspaces. Ta-da! That is it. Right, this is all there is. And so after we have this, so what I did, I started like this. I downloaded my, I have to go a little bit backwards here, because I have already a backup from my profile, right? So I will copy this text in the description, so you can just go and copy and paste. And for you, because you most likely didn't have a profile like this, you start with the backup first, right? So what I did, I changed already the backup name here. You see my profile is saved in a Thunderbird -posteo -only -email -profile 27th of February 2026 in the tabby that. And the way I did it, I just copy paste that command. So till here. But when we restore, let's say you have that now, and often Thunderbird here didn't, I tried it out, but often Thunderbird just creates a new profile if you install it. I'll show what I mean. So let's say we restore it. I start usually with rm, so I delete the whole thing. So I open a terminal. So let me do it extra a little bit big so that you can read it, right? So because it's rm, you know what? Make it sudo. Oh, sudo. Yeah, with you. So let me save it like that. Joink. So it's sudo now. So if I take that, copy, paste. So the thing is, it has to be, you see, if we open the terminal, we're actually in our home thing. So if I go here into Dirk, that's my home folder, you can see we have the same folder structure. Documents, downloads, you see there are documents, downloads, desktop, it's all here. That's why you have to put in, let's do it like this. I go in downloads, that's where I got this. So I got this here. I do cut. I go to Dirk. That's my name, right? My brilliant name. And now if I go here with ls again, Duran, there is my Thunderbird backup. So once I got that, now the next command. So I need to have, of course, the profile name. And I copy the whole thing because I'm lazy. And then I just copy the whole line here. But I might have to adjust my name here, so like I know what that is. I change the date if I have to do another update, then I always know what I got. So here we don't need any sudo anymore. We just click that in. Boink. There we go. Then we press enter, because that's the restore function. We did the rm, no? Yeah, we did that. Yeah, we did the sudo thing. So now it gets this back up. There it goes. And now let's say sometimes you have trouble that Thunderbird just creates new profiles, and new. So, and it's annoying because you go in an ini file and you try to figure it out. And so what if you go to Thunderbird P, Duran, so you can choose it. Yeah, default ESR. So you can work offline with it, you choose it, and then it works. Right? Let's hope it's not firing it up anymore. No, it doesn't. Good. So, alright, that's how you choose your profile. And if it doesn't work, the first one, take the second one until you have the profile you have. Because I had the trouble with Thunderbird before, might not have it anymore, because here it wasn't. But, well, just in case you have it, it's a Thunderbird space -P, and then you can choose the profile. So it's easy peasy. And then, if you want to make a backup, you close your Thunderbird, then you copy paste this command. Call it what you want. Let's say if you have Gmail, for me it's Posteo. If you have Gmail, you put in Gmail and whatsoever, because Thunderbird allows you to, I think, till 2 GB to use their menu exportation, but I have from my Gmail account, I think uncompressed it's 7 GB, and you can't export it, you can't import it. So this is the way I'm doing it. I just use that, and then it's easy peasy. And I've got PGP and all my calendars, everything in my VDAV calendars. It's all good. So I don't have to set it up anymore. You see, like here now, if you screw up your system, I don't want to set everything new up. I'm too lazy for that. I'm not sorry. I'm just too lazy. Work smart, not hard, right? So now if I fire it up, I got it everything the way I wanted. And my Thunderbird is asking with a password because I don't want to put in my PGP case all the time. You know, I just want to use my email client like everybody else does. It's set up to always encrypt, and if it doesn't find it, then I just have to say don't encrypt and off it goes, whoosh. And if it's encrypting, of course, I don't have to do anything. I just write my email, press send, and off it goes. I only get a warning when it can't encrypt. And too many people, I don't know why they're not encrypting. I mean, it's not that it costs you an arm and a leg. It costs you a few minutes of your attention, and then you have to set it up, and you will have far less spam. And if somebody sends you something which was meant to be only for your eyes, for example, you have a Gmail account, yeah, they've trained their AI with that, so AI knows now all the little things, right? So that is that, and that's just how I do it. And here's with Open FileManager, I'll just write it: copy your restore profile into your home directory. So, and I think that has to go in the restore thing. And then you have to open a terminal. We just make it look nice, right? So that nothing can go wrong. So, then you open the terminal to restore. Place your backup into the home folder. So it makes a little bit more sense, right? Then you open your terminal, sudo rm, so you erase that invisible folder, which gets installed. When you install Thunderbird, it gets created. Then you erase that thing, then you this command, and that will, of course, with your name, and that will restore then your whole profile, and you can just work with it. And if you have trouble with not getting the profile, you close your Thunderbird again, go in the terminal, write Thunderbird space capital P, dash P, right? And then you can choose your profile. So, easy peasy. So, and I will copy the whole thing in the description, and this is how it goes. And then you can, doesn't matter how big it is, as long as you have a small profile, I would use the copy function you have, the export and import function from Thunderbird. I'm not too sure if it does everything, but it should, because my calendar, everything, and address books, they're all external, nothing is on Google. I host my own address book, so I use my Nextcloud for my calendar and my address book. I have many calendars, not just one. So, and yeah, I don't have to do anything. I just, you see, I installed GhostBSD after I had these inconsistent errors, which were the RAM. And now I don't have to do much. I just copy paste my command, and it's set up the way I need it. And now I can just work. All right, so the next video will be a short one about installing VirtualBox, right? So we do that too. I made a video about it, but I will just show how I did it. Okie dokie, guys. That is that. Oh yeah, and I showed in the video, which I had to delete because it showed my email address. Like if you go here and browse network, right, you can't see much. I don't know if I showed it in the other. So you have your network standing. I can't make that bigger, I guess. So I put SMB in instead of network. Then I go 3 forward, 1, 2, 3. That puts my cursor before the last backslash. Then I put, what do we put in? Let's see, 192.145. And, oh, my reflex. So that's another server of mine. I just click here. Oh, okay. And I remembered because it's all locally. I've got nothing external. So I put my super secret password in here. I hope I did it right. Of course not. Of course I tipped the number wrong. So here it is. So I don't want to type that always in. So all you got to do, because this is Kia or Sia, or how do you call it? Kaya? Kaya. So I just go bookmark, and they all have that. Sooner has that. So I say add bookmark, and it calls it wonderfully Windows Share. Yeah, so I right click, rename, and I know this is Discovery. Yeah, I've got TARDIS, Discovery, Orville, Duo, and what else? Tower. Tower is a good name, right? It's an Unreal. So, oh, fine. Very creative. So then you can just click on it and open up whatever you want, right? This is it. So if I go, for example, in Docker, there shouldn't be anything. Gluetune. Oh, there's Gluetune. Stuff's there. Okay. However, that is that. Now I can delete this here. Duran. Yeah, because I just did it. And for example, here I just changed this text, right? So I go in and copy. I know it's in Orville. It's in backups. So that's my server. Then I go into Thunderbird. See, here's the text, but it's not. I modified that. Then I can say paste, and then I say replace, and Duran. There it is already. And here's my profile. So if I ever need it, I just go access my Windows Share from my server, copy paste it on my system, and off it goes. And that works with GhostBSD, FreeBSD, all Linux distributions. No trouble, because all of I would say all of them have that task thing installed. So that is that. Now you know. And I hope it will help you and that you will have fun with it. And this is it with that video. So next video, I'll just install quick VirtualBox. Yeah, just one more time, just in case, you know, because it's a fresh install. Then you can see how it goes and how we do it. All right then. Okie dokie. And where's my thing? Here it is. Have a good day. Don't get caught up by these propaganda and the DDoS attacks on your mind, heart, and soul. Relax. Enjoy your day. That's all you can do. Yeah. Okay. I hope to see you in the next video, and I hope this is helpful for somebody. Okie dokie. Bye-bye.